Hey, thank y'all so much for watching my channel. I'm so sorry that I have been MIA. I have been extremely busy at work. With it being the end of the year, I have tons and tons of charts to note for patients, and we've seen several sick patients, so I promise y'all that I will try to at least upload once, if not twice, a week. I'm going to do my best, but things might be a little iffy until the new year. So let's get started with today's Still Missing. At 8 a.m. on February the 12th, 2014, 54-year-old Noemi Gonzalez's son would wake up to find his mother missing. He had last seen her around 2 a.m. in the condo which they shared together in North Miami, Florida. When he woke up, he noticed that his mother's bed was unmade, which was not typical of her behavior. The front door was also unlocked, and there was no indications that she had made coffee, which she did every morning right after waking up. Miss Gonzalez left behind her purse, keys, cell phone, eyeglasses, and medication. Police brought in bloodhounds to help assist with the search, but they could not track her scent. She has relatives in New Jersey and New York, and her family described her as a very organized person and stated that she had never disappeared before, and it would be uncharacteristic of her to leave without her belongings or without telling anyone where she was going. Miss Gonzalez is a retired 911 dispatcher and a school crossing guard. She was 54 years old at the time of her disappearance, making her 58 today. She is classified as endangered missing. She is described as a Hispanic female with gray hair and brown eyes. She has birthmarks on her face and arm and wears eyeglasses. She is 5'1" and 160 pounds. She was last seen wearing a white shirt and navy blue pants. If you have any information regarding her case, you are urged to contact the agencies listed below. So, change of scenery, guys. So for Miss Gonzalez's case, I'm pretty sure that I'm saying her first name wrong, and I truly apologize for that. I tried to look on the translator, and I got several different ways to say it, so I just went with Naomi, because that's how I would read it if I were actually reading it on a piece of paper without doing the translator. But with her, I wanted to note, I found a few discrepancies in her case. The first one being that some places report that her son saw her the night previous around 10 p.m. and then some places state that he had seen her at 2 a.m. the morning that she was reported missing. So also there is a medical discrepancy that I ran into. Also, some places are reporting that she has epilepsy, and some places are, and they're both actually reporting that she has a cardiac issue. And if I had to put two and two together, I would assume that she has long QT syndrome, which causes fainting, and it causes seizures and all that stuff. So I honestly think that I'm leaning more toward that she has the cardiac issue, and that is long QT syndrome, and she's supposed to be taking medications to prevent that from happening. And what happens, during a seizure, you can lose consciousness, and the longer you lose consciousness, the more injury occurs to the brain. So I think it's very possible that she might have suffered from a seizure, possibly, and suffered a TMI, which is a traumatic brain injury, as a result. And let me just tell y'all that when you suffer from something like that, you automatically go toward water. Your fight or flight kicks in, and you go toward a water source. That is for your survival. So that's why I put the picture, the big span of the picture that shows the body of waters that were close, they seem very far away to me. So I'm not sure how reliable that medical guesstimate that I just made is. So on August the 13th, 2009, 28-year-old Tabitha Lynn Franklin was picked up from a friend's house in Coleman, Alabama by her ex-boyfriend. He claims to have dropped her off at his place of business in Hueytown, Alabama to run some errands. He says when he came back that she was gone, and she has never been seen or heard from since. Police state that there is no evidence of foul play regarding her case, but her family is concerned for her safety, as it is uncharacteristic of her to leave without warning. Tabitha has 3 children. Tabitha Franklin is described as a Caucasian female with blonde hair and green eyes. She was 28 years old at the time of her disappearance, making her 38 today. She has a C-section scar on her abdomen and a mole on her right cheek, as well as a small scar on her nose. She is 5'6" and 140 pounds. She has the following tattoos: a butterfly on her back between her shoulder blades, an angel on her right arm, a scroll on her left arm, and a rose on her right ankle. She was last seen wearing a black dress and is known to wear necklaces and dangly earrings. If you have any information regarding the case or whereabouts of Tabitha Franklin, you are urged to contact the agencies listed below. Oh, y'all. So, Coleman is a very small city in Alabama, and people just talk a lot there, basically. And there is a Facebook page run by the family. It's called Find Tabby, and I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's linked below. There's a lot of questionable pictures on there. There's actually a picture of Tabitha, and both of her eyes are completely blacked out, and they're kind of making it seem like that she was abused on a regular basis. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but that's linked below. I really hope their family finds answers soon and they get justice for her, because I cried when I saw the picture. I'm not gonna lie. I will not post it on here. Y'all know I don't post things like that on here. That's why I didn't. But it's really upsetting and heartbreaking to look at those pictures and to read the posts from her family. So that's linked below, and there's a lot of kind of back and forth with it, I guess you can say. 50-year-old Victoria Cotton was last seen in the morning hours of July 15, 2006. She was seen leaving her residence on foot in the vicinity of the 7400th block of San Carpino Avenue in Gillette, California. She was seen boarding a bus en route to a farmer's market in Santa Barbara, California. Victoria has gone missing in the past, but has always returned within a day. She was carrying very little money on her when she disappeared in July of 2006. Her loved ones do not believe that she is left on her own accord. Victoria does not drive. She walks or utilizes public transportation instead. She frequents community centers, markets, libraries, and colleges in the Gillette and in the Santa Barbara areas. Her case remains unsolved. Victoria also has her bachelor and master's degree, but was disabled as of 1986 due to a viral meningitis attack. Though she suffered from cognitive disability, she is able to live independently and is considered to be high risk because of her condition. Victoria Cotton was 50 years old at the time of her disappearance, making her 62 today. She is described as a Caucasian female with blonde hair and blue eyes. She is between 5'5" and 5'7" and weighs between 115 to 145 pounds. She goes by the nickname Vicky. She wears glasses with plastic frames and has a small mole on the upper corner of her mouth and a scar on her hip from a hip replacement surgery. If you have any information regarding the whereabouts or case of Victoria Cotton, you are urged to contact the agencies listed below. In 1986, Victoria suffered a near-fatal viral meningitis infection. She had several brain surgeries to correct this and ended up suffering an abscess of the brain, resulting in a cognitive impairment, so her short-term memory is very bad and she often loses balance when walking, so she's very unsteady on her feet. I just wanted to get that out there and let y'all know that, because there's also very conflicting reports on when she was last seen. A lot of people say that they saw her in her hometown, and others are stating that they saw her at a 7-Eleven near the farmer's market. So I can't find which is true. I've searched high and low. On every case that I've worked on today, I have searched hours and hours on them. So I have found so many discrepancies on pretty much every case that I have covered on today's video. But if y'all can drum up any extra information, definitely drop it below, because the more we know, the better chance we have of finding these individuals. As always, thank you so much for watching my video, and Tech thanks you. He's excited he got to be in the video so much today, as you can tell. But as y'all know, I do not place ads on my videos, so my PayPal and Patreon are both linked below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and that is liking it. I'm tired. And don't forget to share it so we get these persons' cases out there and hopefully get them found and back with their families. If y'all have any case suggestions, drop me a line below, or you can email me at colietyler10@gmail.com. I was working on a few cases that some viewers requested from me, but I cannot find any information on 2 of them at all. And yeah, so I'm kind of like waiting on that video to finish that one when I get a little more information on the other 2 persons. So anyways, thank y'all so much for watching, and I will catch y'all on my next video.